So this is exactly how I'm using Claude Opus 4.6 to make 820K a month with my Shopify branded store. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can write high converting scalable creatives with absolutely no effort, and how you can get a stupid amount of output with this new model, and go through exactly how to get the best results so it knows your customer demographic, it knows what ads are winning and losing, and it knows what's going to perform in your ad account. And yeah, just before we get into it, I'll show you guys the dashboard and give you a quick refresh just so you know I'm not lying. And yeah, there you go, 826K, 9th of March to 8th of April. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So Claude Opus 4.6 is better than every other language model for writing ads and making Facebook ads, right? I know a lot of people, myself included, were using ChatGPT for a while. Claude Opus literally just smashes everything out of the park. So it has better long context memory. It can literally read all of your previous chats inside of a project and pull data from those thingos. It can tell what you've inputted into it. You don't have to keep on telling it over and over the same generic prompts or the same mistakes that it keeps on making. Once you tell it once, it learns and it understands what your issues are and what you're looking to get from it. And it also holds the brief to your entire brand, right? So anything that you input, whether it's customer reviews, winning ads, losing ads, competitor ads, any learnings that you have, any preferences that you have when writing scripts, what creators you're going to use, what demographic you're hitting, what different sorts of demographics you're hitting, what you want to hit in the future. It knows all these things, it will remember it, and everything that you input into it, it will use. And another thing with this language model is it is way less generic and it actually follows your tone rules properly. So if you give it a certain creative direction or a certain ad that you want to copy and you give it the right context and the right prompts, it'll understand what you want to extract from these things and what you want to keep the same from your own winning ads and previous ads. And it just allows you to make the best scripts possible and completely net new content. So as everything is with AI, it really all comes down to prompting, and that's how you're going to be able to get either the best outcomes from it or the worst outcomes from it. It's literally all comes down to how you prompt it and how you set up your projects. If you have a bad project or a bad prompt that isn't very detailed, you're not giving them clear outlines on what you want, you're not giving them any customer language, you're not giving them any references to work with, the AI is going to shit out a bad script. That's just how it works. But yeah, obviously you can mess around with things. You always want to be uploading new things to your projects and giving it new information to work with as you yourself learn new information. But yeah, sometimes to change the output that you're getting, you want to be less specific or more specific depending on the output that you're getting. And that'll allow you to have greater creative diversity. Make sure you're constantly changing your prompts and your projects, the information that you're giving it, so that your output doesn't become stale. Because inevitably, if you write 20 different ads in the same chat, they're going to keep on coming out the same. So you need to make sure that you're on top of it and you're understanding where your ads are differentiating and how you can make them net new. And then the last thing is just that AI is a sidekick. It's not a creative strategist. So obviously with the best prompts and the best project, you can make your AI give you really high level scripts. But you're always going to have to go in and change it yourself. And that's really where you can squeeze out that last 20-30% of extra scale, is just from having you going over it and using your knowledge that Claude doesn't have to make it an even better script. So yeah, I'll go into Claude now and show you guys how to create a new project and what sort of input that we give it to make the best scripts possible. So you're going to want to go to projects on the left side here and just go click new project. I'll just call it YouTube project for this video. And then what you're trying to achieve, your project goals, it doesn't really matter, but you can just name it just for the sake of keeping things clean in your account. So I'll just call it test project for YouTube. So the first thing that you're going to want to sort out is the actual prompt. So this is basically what you're getting Claude to do, what its actual instructions are, and what the outcome you're looking to achieve is. So yeah, I'll just pull up the master prompt that we have. This is the one that I'm using. If you guys want this, make sure to join my Discord in the link below. We'll have it for free in there. You guys can give this a full read if you want in your own time, or if you join the Discord and figure it out. But basically, these are the project instructions for a net new winning Facebook ad, right? So you're telling it that it is a senior performance creative strategist for a DTC brand. They're working on making net new and high converting Facebook ad concepts. You must think and operate like someone whose output will be reviewed by a paid media team, filmed by UGC creators and editors, and launched at scale on Meta. And then it goes over what the objective is, which is net new Facebook ads. These are rooted in real customer language, uses our brand, competitors' brands. Must review and reference things to all of the attached project resources. So these will come in when we attach the project resources after, but that'll be customer research, so reviews, comments, surveys, previous winning ads from our brand, competitor winning ads, and any brand positioning or tone documents that were put in there. This is an important instruction as well. If resources are missing, incomplete or unclear, pause ideation and flag the gap instead of guessing. So you want to be telling your AI basically not to just guess things if it doesn't have all of the context that it needs to figure something out, for it to ask you questions or ask you to upload something. Yeah, and then basically these are just a process for it to follow. These are pretty simple. Basically just telling the AI to introduce a new point of view, a new belief or something, a new different emotional state. Basically just a new way to make the ad different from anything else that you've used before. And then this is personal preference and also depends on how you test your scripts as well. But for me, we like to test 3 different hooks per creative. So we've got create 3 scroll stopping hooks. And then step 5, the ad structure and format. So these are all the different types of ad structures and formats that we have. So input your ones. If you specialize in mainly B-roll, then put B-roll in there, that sort of thing. And then down here are the deliverables, so what you're actually going to receive from the AI whenever it outputs a script. So we've got a net new Facebook ad concept, and each concept must include the angle name, 3 hooks, a full script that can be adapted to each of the 3 hooks, and then the core insight that it used to figure out and come up with this script idea, the emotional lever that it uses to pull on the emotions of the watcher, the recommended ad format, which we talked about earlier, and a 1-sentence transformation promise that basically encapsulates what the ad is about. Deliverables should be clean, structured, and ready for handoff. Then it just has a checklist to go over. So every time it does an output, it will go through all of these things for a last time before it sends it to you. And then we just have some tone output standards. For us, because we advertise mainly in America, everything should be written in American English and should relate to the American audience primarily. We used to do Australian, so I specify that it's not Australian. So yeah, once again, free Discord in the description below, and I'll have a link to that prompt there that you guys can copy and paste. And then here we have what to actually feed the project. So you're going to want a customer avatar sheet, positive and negative reviews from your store, positive and negative reviews from your competitors, so whether that's on Amazon, Trustpilot, Reddit, really just depending on how big your competitors are. Any post-purchase data that you have from surveys or customer support emails. Winning and losing scripts analysis, usually you just go through Gemini, upload your videos there, and get it to analyze, your winning and losing scripts. Update this weekly, so your project always has the newest learnings on what's winning and what's losing in your ad account, because that's always changing. As well as a deep research document, so basically Reddit threads, raw customer language, anything else that you need to know about your customer, that should be in there. And I'll have all these prompts and sheets for free in my Discord. Once again, link below. So yeah, you would come to Claude and you would input the master prompt instructions into here. You'd go save instructions, and then any of your new context or files that you have, you would upload into the context library here in the files. So yeah, and then here I've got a prompt for a review breakdown. So basically, I'll give you a list of customer reviews. Your job is to organize them into a clean, structured summary. So you don't just want to input all of your reviews into the Claude project. You want to clearly label what's good, what's bad, what their main pain points are, what the main things they're happy about the product are. And that just allows Claude to, understand things a lot easier. It doesn't have to scrape and figure all of that out itself every time it sends you a message. But yeah, sort reviews by sentiment, so positive, neutral, mixed, or negative. And then this depends a bit on your product, obviously, but if you have like a problem solution product, this works really well. So identify common themes under each group, so effectiveness, time to see results, irritation or side effects, product feel, scent, packaging, customer service, value for money, subscription or refund issues. And yeah, that just allows you to, basically you can ask Claude anything and it will understand instantly, and can give you a clear overview of where your reviews are, what your customer sentiment is, and make sure you're obviously updating this constantly as well. And yeah, that's basically it. Giving Claude the most amount of context as possible will get you the best results. And yeah, messing around with the prompts, giving it different brand documents and that sort of thing, constantly updating your winning and losing ads and giving it analysis, that will get you the best results. And then yeah, it's pretty much just about scaling what's working. So yeah, if the script's working, do different iterations, try it with multiple different personas, different customer avatars, different hook variations. And then if you ever notice that it's constantly giving you the exact same scripts or constantly using the exact same lines, and you've tried to update everything, it's probably just time to kill it and start a new project. So me personally, I start a new project probably once a month, because I feel like after that amount of time, even if you're still updating it constantly, that also depends on your creative output. If you're doing 100 scripts a day, you're probably going to burn through it way quicker than if you're doing like one script a day, you know what I mean? And then just a couple of points to remember. This is great for new ideas and new ways to attack pain points, but still look at competitors and write your own ads as well. Most of your main breakthroughs are going to come from actually you doing the customer research and figuring out how to talk to your customer best. And AI is not going to be able to replicate that, because you know your customer the best. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you're looking to start out with e-commerce, feel free to join the free Discord in the link below. If you're already further along in your journey and you have a brand that you're looking to scale and you need a bit more one-to-one support, I also have a one-to-one mentorship that I have a link for in the description below as well. Feel free to apply there and see if you qualify to work directly with me. So cheers for watching, and I'll see you guys later.